Good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very beautiful thing that is macro. And macro is one of the important tools that is available in Excel and other Microsoft applications. So, first we need to understand what is actually macro. Then we will go for the basic thing about macro. Then we will also discuss some advanced part that we can also do by using this macro tool. So if you talk about macro, so macro is nothing but a tool that actually help the user to record the task. Like let's suppose if I am doing filter in my this data set, so what we need to do? We need to select the area and go to the filter option and apply filter. And let's suppose I have this data set, and in this data set, we have reason column. And in this reason column, I have defined three reasons. So let's suppose I am filtering out my central region and click on OK. Then again, we need to go to the east. So we again go to this option, then east, then west, likewise. So it will take a lot of time. So what we can do, we can record this step and put it as a macro. So you can see I have given some button over here with just above the data set like Q1, Q3, Q2, Q4, and similarly east, west, central, and all. And you can see when I click on this east button, now you can see the data set is filtered according to the east. Similarly, when I click on central, you can see my data set is automatically converted in central. So this is similar to what we have discussed as a slicer. Okay, so click on this all option. Now we can connect all the data sets. Similarly, if I want to switch my Q4 sheet, so I just click on the Q4, it will jump to Q4 sheet. Similarly, I want to see final report, so just click on final report, it will jump to the next sheet or final report. So this is actually recording the activity or recording the task whatever user can define. Okay, so macro is nothing. Macro is a tool which actually record your activity, whatever activity you want. You want to record conditional formatting in a particular cell, you can record. You want to record the filter option, you can record. So this is a tool which helps to record. And also you can say this tool help us to roll over the data. It means if data we deleted, we can also roll over the data, the deleted data, with the help of macro. Okay, so this is the basic understanding of macro, how we can perform macro. Let's see. Okay, and if anyone have any doubt, so you can ask at the end of the session. Okay, so let's suppose I want to switch to Q2. So when I click on Q2, you can see I jump to the Q2 option. Similarly, Q4. So every sheets are linked with some buttons. So we can jump from one to another. Similar time, I have given some buttons for filtering the data. Okay, so I am just taking a new sheet to understand you how macro is performing. So let's see. So now I have a blank sheet and I am putting some data like 10, 20, 50, 60, 70, likewise. Okay, so how to record macro? First understand. So first go to the view option, click on macros, and we have option view macro, record macro. So first we need to record macro. So when I click on record macro, it will ask what are the name of the macro you have to assign. Okay, so whatever name, like I am applying filtering, so you can give filter. Okay, I am applying conditional formatting, so you can give conditional formatting macro. So whatever activity you are going to record, you can give the name accordingly, so you can remember those things easily. If you are just putting the macro 1, macro 2, macro 3, likewise, so if you created more number of macros, you may confuse that which macro have which type of action, which type of task you have recorded. So it's better to give a name with action. Okay, so let's suppose we are going to apply some conditional formatting action. So I am giving CO and underscore FOR. So I am just giving a short name. Okay, same time you can also assign some short key to perform macro. So we will discuss this thing later. So I am just giving the name of the macro and click on OK. Okay, now recording is started. How we can see? So just click on option. Let's see. It is now displaying stop recording. Okay, means recording is started. So I am going to select this area, go to the home, click on conditional formatting, apply some values like greater than, okay, whatever action we want to record. So I am just assigning more than 40 and selecting the green color and just click on OK. So I have applied or I have done some action, and now I am going to again view option, click on macro, and now I am going to record stopping. Okay, so just to stop the recording, now the macro is recorded. So where macro is recorded? So just go to this option, click on view macro, and you can see I have assigned con_for. So whatever macro you are assigning, it will directly go to the personal workbook. So now the name of the macro is personal workbook con_for, whatever macro name you have assigned. Okay. So how to perform this macro? So let's suppose this data is deleted. Okay, I simply deleted this data, and I am again going to the macro option. Okay, and I want to give the data here, the different data. Okay, and just removing the conditional formatting because we have recorded the conditional formatting. So I am removing the conditional formatting, clear rule from the selected cell. Okay, now the rule is cleared. So now going to play the macro and let's see the effect. So just go to the view macro, click on your macro name and click on run. So when I click on run, you can see it automatically color my selected data as per the macro recording option, because we have recorded in this particular area conditional formatting, and the conditional formatting rule was, let's see, check the manage rule. So just click on the manage rule and see greater than 40 is available here. It means it recorded my greater than 40 condition, whatever we have applied by using this conditional formatting. But we have recorded the simple macro. This is nothing but a simple macro. Understood this much?
Yes.
Yes, Ankush.
Okay. Let's suppose we have another data set. Okay, and I want to assign same time I want to run macro, recorded function macro in this particular data set. So when I go to this option, click on macro, view macro, and select the same option which I have recorded and click on run. Let's see, it automatically deselect this option and go to this option because we have selected the normal macro. So what is the difference between normal macro and the advanced macro? So if you are recording the macro without using this relative reference, it is known as the simple macro, which only work on the past data and the past data area. Okay, or past cell, we can say. Whatever you have selected in the later part, it will only apply on the particular area. But if you use this relative reference before recording, it will help the user to apply recorded macro in any places. Okay, in any places. So let's see how we can apply. So I am just selecting this area. Okay, so what we need to do now, we are going to record macro, but before record macro, what we need to do? We first need to select this option. What is this option? Use relative reference. So this option helps the user to record the macro, and after that you can apply not only the recorded part but also in the new area or the new sheet or the new place. Okay, so basically if you are going to record macro anytime, first we need to use the relative reference, then go to the macro recording part. Okay, so just select this option. Then now I am going to recording the area. So just click on macro recording. Okay, and now I am giving relative conditional formatting. Okay, whatever name you want. And just click on OK. Then recording is started. You can see it is displaying now stop recording, and this option is also active, use relative reference. So just selecting this area, go to the home, again applying the conditional formatting. Okay, I am just giving the example with conditional formatting. You can apply any option. Okay, now I am preferring the yellow color and just click on OK. Now I given conditional formatting in this particular area, then go to the view option, and now I am going to stop the macro. Okay, okay, let's see. Now this is my another data set. And I am removing conditional formatting from everywhere. So clear rule from entire sheet. Okay, okay. Now we have two macro. So go to the view macro. First one was CONFOR, and second one was my relative condition macro. Okay, REL, whatever name I have given. So just see, when I select this area and go to the macro and click on view macro, and now I am going to apply what? The previous one, the first one, without relative reference. This one is without relative reference. So when I click on run, you can see where it applied. It applied in the past data, not in the new data. But let's suppose I have selected this area and go to the option, click on view macro, and now I am going to apply what? The relative condition macro. So when I select this relative condition macro and click on run, you can see it applied in which data set? In a new data set. Also, if you select this area, go to the view macro and click on the relative option, the relative recorded macro, and click on run, it also applied in this area. So now my task is easy because I don't need to go to the conditional formatting again and again and click on the data set and apply the rule, mention the rule criteria, and hit OK. So now this is a very good option that actually recorded your complete activity. Now, how we can perform this activity dynamically? Okay, so let's see. Now I have a data set, and I don't want to go to this macro, select view macro and click on option, then click on run. So we can assign buttons for this activity. How we can assign button? So in the insert tab, we have shapes. Okay, insert tab, shapes. So just take any shape. So I am just selecting the text box and draw the text box, and I am typing conditional formatting greater than 50 or whatever condition we have. Okay, so this is my condition macro. Okay, and what we need to do, we need to assign macro for this button. So just right click on the box, and you can see we have an option that is assign macro. Okay, so just click on this assign macro, and you can see the assign macro tab has opened, and the similar options is giving like we have see in the view option. Okay, so my condition is what? The relative conditional formatting. So I'm just clicking this option and click on OK. So now you can see when I go to over this button, this means box, you can see the hand sign is coming now. Previously the hand sign was not coming because now it is linked. So when I click on this option after selecting this area, just click on this option. Now it performs like a dynamic option. Okay, similarly, if I have a data set here, so you can apply in anywhere. Okay, so select the area, just click on this button. Now it is performing like a dynamic button, like a slicer or whatever you can say. Okay, so this is nothing but a macro that actually record your action, and whatever actions you are going to record, just understand whenever you are recording, apply this relative reference. I hope you understood that why we are going to apply this use relative reference, because if you are recording the macro before activating this option, it will only apply again and again in the past data set area. It will not help you to assign the same task in another new data set. Okay, that's why we are going to select the use relative reference for the new data set. The same task we can apply or we can repeat actively and dynamically. Okay, understood?
Yes, Ankush.
Okay, any doubt? Any version is what? We are going to create a slicer with macro. Okay, so first, whatever requirement we have, the filter option. Okay, and we need these slicers. Okay, so we have 3 data set. So just going to the shape option and quickly apply here like east. Okay, and copy the same west, and again copying the same central. Okay, I have means draw 3 buttons because we have 3 common data, unique data in this region. Okay, and I want to filter out with these 3 buttons. So what we need to do? We need to record 3 steps. First is for east, second is for west, and third is for central. Okay, so we are going to select the view option, click on macro, and select the record macro. And now I am giving the macro name as macro underscore east. Okay, macro underscore east or whatever name you want. And the macro name will not start with any number or any symbol. Okay, and you cannot assign space. Okay, so this is the bad structure of the name. So whatever name you are assigning, it should be a single word. And if you want to put a double word, so at the place of a space, you need to mention underscore. Okay, so macro east, then click on OK. So now recording started. So my first condition is east. So click on this filter button, filter out the east button, click on OK. Now the data is filtered according to the east. Let's stop the macro because my requirement is this data, just to stop it. Okay, then I again show the all data set. Then my second requirement is west. So I'm going to macro again, click on record macro, and now macro underscore west. Then click on OK. Now my requirement is west region. So just click on region and select the west, click on OK. So now my data set is available for west. So just to stop the macro. Similarly, again, I am showing the complete data set. Okay, the third requirement is central. So just go to the macro, click on record macro, then the macro underscore central and OK. Then go to the filter again and apply central. Okay, completed, then record the session. Okay, so I have recorded 3 options. First, I filter out east, I filter out west, and third, I filter out central. So just right click on the east option and click on assign macro, click on that and find the macro east. So macro east is here. So macro east and click on OK. Then you can see when I hover the mouse over the west, it is not displaying as a hand sign. But when I go to this east option, it is displaying as a hand sign because we have assigned macro and this normal text box is converted in a dynamic button, or we can say the interactive button. Okay, so let's assign quickly, right click, assign macro and macro east. What is this? Macro west. Okay, then central right click, assign macro. You can see the west data is filtered now. Click on east, the east data is filtered now. Click on central, the central data is filtered now. But my requirement is also I want to display all the data. Okay, so whenever the data is going to filter, we need to show the entire data. So we can also add all options to display all the data set. Okay, so similarly, you can record these things, and whatever you want to record, you can record any steps, any options, like you want to add these options, you want to add these options, you want to add these options, whatever options you want, you can record by using macro and assign the button to make the data set dynamically or interactive. Okay, so this is macro, and hope you all clear about this macro. Thank you. Done, sir.